If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out.
The case of United States of America versus Sean Combs is now in the hands of a jury. 8 men and 4 women will decide 3 separate charges: racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, transportation for the purposes of prostitution. In a jury room like this, the jurors will be poring over their notes, the evidence, the testimony. The only question left: how long will it take to reach a verdict? For R&B singer R. Kelly, who was also indicted on federal charges of racketeering and sex trafficking, it took a jury 2 days to find him guilty of all 9 counts. For NXIVM leader Keith Raniere, who was on trial for racketeering, sex trafficking, conspiracy, and other crimes, it took jurors less than 5 hours to return an all-count guilty verdict. Ghislaine Maxwell, known for her association with sex offender and financier Jeffrey Epstein, the jury in her federal trial for sex trafficking and conspiracy, taking 5 days to find her guilty on most counts.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Orenthal James Simpson, not guilty of the crime of murder.
Perhaps the most famous of all, the acquittal of O.J. Simpson for the murders of Ron Goldman and Nicole Brown. The jury sequestered for the 8-month trial, taking just 4 hours to deliver a verdict in the trial of the century. Sean Combs has denied all the charges. He has maintained his innocence throughout. During deliberations, the jury is not sequestered. That's not really a thing here at federal court, where we're going to be on verdict watch for the foreseeable future.
It's all in the hands of a jury now. I'm talking about this man's life is in the hands of 12 people, 12 strangers that he don't know. And they have to judge him based off of the evidence. They have to judge him based off of the arguments of people they don't know. Cold-blooded demonstration when you think about it. But I'll need everybody to go back. Let's go back for a little minute. Because when Diddy's lawyer said that Cassie was keeping it gangster, he wasn't lying. What you talking about, hood educated? Don't tell us you finna flip-flop on us and things like that. No, I'm just going where the evidence takes me. Now, if y'all can remember how this whole thing started, Cassie wrote a book. And in the book, she was detailing everything she went through with Sean P. Diddy Combs. The first person she sent the book to was Sean P. Diddy Combs. And she let him know, look, check this out. I don't want to release this book. Give me $20 million for it. Guess what Diddy did? It's out my face. Giving you no 20 million, ain't giving you nothing. Okay then, well, if you ain't gonna give me the 20 million, I'm gonna release the book or I'm gonna file a lawsuit against you. Get out of my face. I don't care. Do what you gotta do. This is what P. Diddy is saying to her, knowing that she got his life in her hands. So she files the lawsuit. The first day that the lawsuit hit the press, the next day it was settled, 20 million. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because of this one thing right here. A lot of people are, and even I did in the beginning, a lot of people are calling this a money grab. A lot of people are saying that Cassie was just out for the money, right? A lot of people are saying that Cassie bogus because she finna get P. Diddy locked up. And that she was with everything and she, she ain't innocent herself. Alright. But if you think about it, she wanted to get hit up under the table. Give me the 20 million for the book. He the one, get out my face, he the one acting tough and all that old type of stuff that got him in the position that he's in right now. It was him and his greed and his arrogance and his ego and his controlling nature. That's what got him in this position that he's in right now today. Because he was so used to abusing her. He was so used to putting her down, downgrading her, dogging her, treating her less than a woman. How dare you come and ask me for some money just because you finna tell? I got the videotapes, remember? That's what he thinking in his mind. But she's free now. She don't care if he released the tapes. She got all the information too. She got the book. So then the lawsuit come out. He settles. Now, anybody that got any type of sense, for you to settle in the lawsuit, that's just letting you know that, hey, look, he's agreeing to everything that this woman is saying, because if it was not true, he'll be like, look, I'm not settling for nothing. Let's go all the way to court. But he understood once he seen the lawsuit, oh man, I gotta hurry up. This is too much. This is too much truth. I gotta shut this truth up. But see, little did he know, once that lawsuit came out, now the feds' ears pick up. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. Did we hear right? Whoa, what? Let us go through this. Oh, that's kidnapping. Oh, that's sex trafficking. You know what I'm saying, Bob? Yeah. You know what? I think we can get a RICO on this. Go holler at a couple of our colleagues and let's see if we can put this thing together, because he's doing business. He's doing illegal things outside of his business. This could be possibly, that's what happened. And when they got that, that's when they went to Cassie. Hey, look, check this out. We need you to come and testify. She possibly could have said, look, I'm pregnant. I don't want nothing to do with that. And they told her straight up, well, if you don't want nothing to do with that, we're going to charge somebody else. And then you're going to be in the same position as him, because these are crimes that y'all committing. We need you to bang him. Just like that. And after they said that, threatened her life to go to jail and all that, she 20 million too, and waiting on 10 million, hell yeah, I'm finna testify against her. Now, the cold-blooded part about the whole demonstration is this right here. You have a lot of people upset because she checked the bag. Now, let me ask people this right here. If you was in that situation, I'm talking to men or women. If you was in her situation and somebody treated you the same way he treated her, dogged you, peed all on you, mistreated you, and you have an opportunity to check a bag, is you just gonna sit in your broke stage, or you gonna say, nah, man, you owe me for all that stuff you put me through. I need, look, hit my hand. Yes, you is. You ain't finna sit in that state, especially if you know, look, I can get a couple $1 million. I can be set for life. Me, my husband, my kids, or me, my wife, my kids, we can be straight. Yeah, you gonna go check a bag. So don't be mad because she went and checked the bag. He the one that said no when she tried to keep it up under the table. He the one that said no. So get mad at him. Don't get mad at her. Now here it is. The man's life is in 12 people's hands. They are saying that it's 4 women on this jury and the rest are men. And it's a mixture of a couple of brothers, the mass majority white people, and I think it's an Asian and a Latin person on there too, right? So he got 8 men, 4 women. But reports are coming out that a note was sent to the judge. And the note said that somebody, Juror 25, is saying that, hey man, I'm not listening to none of the judge instructions. I got my mind made up already. One juror. Now, I can hear a lot of y'all, especially the brothers that, want to see Diddy to walk free and all that. And which, hey, that's your thing. I can't knock you. You understand what I'm saying? That's your opinion. That's your belief, right? Because they always be telling me, hood, all they need is one person. And y'all are 100% right. But it ain't been nothing but 2 to 3 hours. And all these jurors are agreeing on one thing, whatever that might be. I don't know if it's the RICO. I don't know if it's the trafficking. I don't know if it's just on all charges. But all of them are agreeing. And it's just one that said, I'm not listening to nothing the judge said. So the fourth person, who is the leader of the jury, told jury number 25, hey, listen, you got to listen to the instructions of the judge. And this juror said, I ain't listening to nothing. My mind is already made up. It don't work like that. This is law and order. So I can believe in my mind, common sense gonna tell me that jury member right there is finna be up out of there. One of the alternate jurors is finna take that place. I'm telling you. If they let that juror right there sit there, it's gonna take way longer, because whatever they believe in, 11 people, they gonna have to beat him into submission for him or her to believe it. Because they already locked in. 11 of them, hey, look, man, check this out. Whether it be guilt or not guilt, they locked in, and it's just one holding out. Now, if I was a betting man, I would say that it's looking towards guilt. Whatever it might be. I'm not saying on all charges or whatever, but it appears that it's looking towards guilt. Why you say that, hood educated? You ain't in the courtroom. You ain't a jury person. Let me explain to you why I say what I believe. Because they're telling this person to listen to the instructions of the judge. And the judge has instructed them about the laws, telling them what is illegal and what is legal. So for him to be going against what the judge is saying, in my mind, it's all about the conviction. And he don't want to say guilty, or she don't want to say guilty, because they don't want to follow nothing that the judge has said. And that's just my opinion, y'all. I mean, that's just how I'm looking at it. But little do y'all know, there was another note that was passed to the judge. And in this note right here, it asks the judge, hey, if somebody asks for some drugs, is this distribution? So I'm going to ask the hood educated residents. And you guess. If somebody asks for drugs, is that distribution? We talking about illegal substances. Is that distribution? I'm not finna sit up here and lie. I don't know the answer to that one right there. I don't know. But one thing I do know, if you giving somebody drugs, now I don't know about the asking part, but if you giving somebody drugs, that's distributing. That's distributing. And a lot of y'all might say, no, hood educated, you can't just give somebody. How does drug deals happen? There's always one drug dealer, the big drug dealer, giving the little drug dealer something. Whether it be a dope fiend or another drug dealer. That is distribution. Now, the cold-blooded part about it is asking for the drug. So I don't know that part right there, but just me in my mind, when people are selling drugs and stuff like that and doing drugs, they got to ask for it. Hey, check this out, man. Come and bring me a pound of that Mountain Lion Kush. Right? Yeah. No, matter of fact, give me 10 pounds of that Mountain Lion Kush. I need 10. They asking for it. And the drug dealer will go deliver it. And that's distribution. So if they asking them that don't look good. That don't look good at all. Because they in there battling about the drug distribution. Yeah. And if they looking at it like that, and if that be the truth, that giving somebody drugs is drug distribution, he cooked on that right there. Because that's what they asking the judge. Now, this is sad though. I mean, let me just get off all the legalities and stuff like that, and let's just talk about what Sean P. Diddy Combs is going through mentally at this hour. For those of you who have never been in the criminal judicial system and ain't never been to trial, allow me to elaborate. When the jury has your case, what happens is the COs, the county sheriffs, they come and bring you into a cell of your own. And you sit in that cell by yourself hour after hour. You're going to have lunch in that cell. You're going to have dinner in that cell if you had to. You can't go nowhere. You're going to shit, piss, eat, and everything in that cell until your jury verdict come. Now, if the judge send the jury home, then you can go back to general population. You can go amongst the other people and, hey, man, yeah, you know. But right now, he's in a holding cell by himself. The mind is quiet. You the only one in there. All you get is your thoughts. The what ifs. The possibilities. I shouldn't have did this. I should have did that. If they give me this much time, how much time I'm actually gonna do? Can I get an appeal? Is they gonna let me go home? Can I get probation, parole? All these things is going on your mind. You thinking about your kids, you thinking about your woman. All this stuff is going on, and I'm talking about you having a sense of fear that is lingering for hours. This right here is damage to the body, damage to the mentality. Because, you know, we get a little strike of fear and then it's gone and then we back to regular programming. But this right here is fear lingering for hours. This man right here is in a state of fear for hours. Listen, let me tell you what. When they bring him his lunch, he ain't eating. He can't. His body won't allow him to eat right now. His mentality won't allow him to eat right now. The fear, the stress won't allow him to eat right now. The most he might do is sip on some water. And he barely can do that. The whole demonstration is just too stressful. He getting up, he walking back and forward in that cell. Pacing. That's the only relief that he get. Pacing. Every time he hear a door crack, a door unlock, clink, 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 he thinking, this is it. Every time a door clink, clink, boom, more fear, this is it. Now, before I depart, allow me to say this right here. When you dealing in these courtrooms and you have 12 people deciding your life, you never know which way to go. I'm just being 100 with you. Sometimes, you know, you might come out on the good end. But just from my experience and just knowing about the federal government and how they demonstrate conviction rate, 95, 98% conviction rate. They barely lose. They lose. But barely, rarely do you hear somebody saying, hey, I beat them. Because they got the DEA helping them. They got Homeland Security helping them. They got the FBI helping them. They got the United States of America helping them. And so you got to think about it like this here. It's just me, Diddy, going against the might of the United States of America. That's a cold-blooded battle. And a lot of people lose. This is hood educated, not lame related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.